Support for this podcast comes from the patrons at patreon.com/FMLFPL. Okay! Welcome to FMLFPL on the one.
It's Walsh.
What's up, buddy?
I just looked at myself in the thing. I'm like, I got a little sun this weekend, babe.
You are always sunny.
I'm looking pretty good.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Nice red on the nose.
Yeah.
Nice red on the 5 head,
All right,
the 6
okay.
head.
5 heading. Yeah.
Look at me. Comparatively,
Yeah.
I'm just white as hell.
Taylor.
Still cold here.
Yeah. It started to. The sun's coming out over here, so we're.
What's the temp
cooking.
like there now, day to day? What's the April LA forecast? Still
I'm so
cold
bad,
at night still?
No, stop. Come on,
No, I mean, it
so
gets
bad with
chilly at night.
temperature.
That's what I mean. Like, I feel like it gets chilly at night in LA.
It's I mean, I only gauge temperature by what I have to wear. So, like in the morning,
so what are you wearing?
Yeah, so morning walk at 7 a.m. I'm wearing sweatpants, t-shirt.
Okay.
Sweatshirt has been
That's great.
shedded. Unnecessary piece of article of
That's
clothing.
huge.
And then typically by the time it's like 10 a.m., I'm good for shorts. And then by the time it gets to like 4, maybe a little breeze, a little chilly, probably back to sweatpants. So we're cycling. We're cycling through a lot.
That's gorgeous. That's like maybe best possible. Not too hot, not too cold.
It's good. It's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good time.
Yeah. SoCal, dog. Pretty good.
It's so Cal over there.
Yeah. It's so funny too, dude. We went to dinner like last week in Beverly Hills. It's a fucking shithole. Like driving through the spots, like it's insane. It's just
LA
insane what we had to
show.
do to get there. And then we like pull, it's like right off Rodeo Drive. And it's like, I'm just like, what the fuck is this? Like, this is a joke. It's like all these people with these like cars like look so stupid with all this like paint stuff on it, like wrap chrome stuff, like all this stuff. I'm just like, what's going on here?
You're such a suburban dad. You are such a suburban dad.
It's madness, man.
It's great.
When we went to this like swanky restaurant, and it's like all these people, like plastic
That's
surgery
so
people.
not you.
and-
What are you doing?
Well, we
going
were
to swanky
trying to go
restaurants?
to. We wanted to try this spot out. This chef.
Okay.
You know, a nice chef, nice dinner, nice
Top
meal.
chef.
No, he's a chef's table chef.
Chef's table chef. Okay.
Yeah, one of the most disappointing meals I've ever had in my life.
Wow, it's
But-
really bad.
It was bad.
Wow.
Actively bad. But the vibe was equally bad of the people, the clientele. I'm just like all these old men with women that were 30 years younger than them. Like all this just Beverly. It's just like, where am I? I'm on it. Like all the plastic surgery you could imagine.
Brutal.
It was not great. Not great. Not a great scene.
Well, here's the good news.
What do
We're
we
in the
got?
middle of a game week. We don't even need to talk about our teams. We're just in the pot already.
Great. Love that.
And
We don't have to talk about my bottling of Harns.
You're not captaining Harvey Barnes. We don't have to talk about that. Well, we do. We have a question
I
later.
didn't even
But
bring him in. So
Ben G said, though, have you guys caught up
Chef.
on Top Chef? If so, current favorite chef. So,
all right. So I'm halfway in the first episode.
okay. Fuck.
Yeah. Let me see. First impressions. There were some red-haired women. I didn't like any of them. I liked some of the Asian guys where some of them were good. I like the black guy seemed good.
Tristan.
That's all I got. That's all I got so far.
Yeah. I mean, you're
What about
not
you?
that far off the vibes.
Okay. Kristen every time I look at her, I'm like, am I supposed to be attracted? And am I supposed to question my sexuality?
I
Is this
know.
a boy? Like, what's
I
the
know.
tattoo with the umbrella on her arm? Why doesn't she ever wear clothes that cover her shoulders? There's so many
Why
questions.
Isn't she Padma also? Crosses
Well-
my mind every time. It just,
That ship sailed.
that ship is long sailed, but I miss her a lot.
I love Gail.
Katiana's a standout chef. Speaking of LA and Botox and plastic surgery, she can't move her cheeks or lips really.
Oh, the Asian one with the face
Yes.
that's fucked up? Yeah.
but she's
terrifying.
But she can fucking cook. I really like
the Smashing Pumpkins one. I hope she's gone soon. I hated her.
Cat. Cat.
Couldn't handle her. The hair, the whole vibe.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Go on.
I like Cesar. I like Tristan.
Yeah, I don't know. The
Vincenzo is such an annoying prick, but he's a talented chef. I can't say things because Walsh is 6 episodes behind. But
dude, I'll be good in a couple of weeks. I'll be back. I'll be present.
You might be good by Thursday. Who knows?
No, I know I won't be by Thursday. That's insane.
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah. No. I need like a week and a half or so.
Okay. Yeah, that's more where we're at right now. Top Chef.
Okay.
All right, we got to move on though. Or I'll get spoilers. But yeah, so do you want to rest in peace, pour one out for Harvey Barnes? I mean, D said, how pisses Walsh for Gordon's hissest of hair being back in training, making us not get harvest of Barnes. Really hard to read that sentence.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think that I'm still fine. I'm not mad. I think the decision was still okay. Just the result didn't come in my favor, I suppose. But spending 2 transfers on the same spot versus, looking at thinking Gordon's out for a month plus from that point forward, that's the difference. Like, I wasn't getting Barnes in for a 1 game week punt, like where I just want him for the double game week, and then I have to use a transfer immediately to get him out when I knew I had other issues in my team, So if I had maybe like 4 or 5 transfers, I might have done that. But
yeah.
I mean, it sucks because I was feeling that very strongly. And he came in with a fucking monster haul and just looked amazing and could have hat-tricked. So I don't know. I mean, is there anything to learn from this?
I don't think so. Not really.
Yeah.
You want to say yes. Like, I feel like the temptation is to extrapolate out and be like, well, if you're feeling it with a captain, don't let a fucking Eddie Howe, biggest of liars, put you off. But like, he kind of wasn't lying. Like, Gordon's fit. He subbed on, right? Like, it wasn't a lie. And like, Gordon might start the next game. He wasn't really lying. He's building fitness. So I really don't think there is much to learn from that.
Yeah.
And you captained Isak. It's not like you went away from the team or something like that. I mean, maybe the lesson to learn is just fucking get Murphy, even though he only got an assist, like he's going to start the next game. He's a really good pick, but whatever.
Yeah.
Pour one out. Missed one. Kevin, on the other hand, you back on Kevin?
I'm back on Kevin. You think it doesn't take much? It doesn't take much, baby. Come on. I'm back on Kevin. There's no question I'm back on Kevin. I'm fucking capping Kevin this week.
That is like, sound the fucking alarm. Walsh is capping Kev. Everyone needs to get him in.
Well, no, I mean, it's a little bit of a silliness because they only have 2 games that matter, right? It's the FA Cup and it's the FA Cup after they win this FA Cup semifinal. So, that his minute, look, he's obviously going to ride him for the end of the season. It's like victory tour, retirement tour, number retirement tour. He's also not going to start every game for the rest of the season. There's no question. So,
no question.
They got Saturday, Tuesday, FA Cup. There's no way he's starting the next 2 games.
Yeah, wait, what is their schedule? Saturday, Tuesday, then Sunday. Yeah. He's probably not. He's certainly not playing. I mean, the fact that he played 90 and 86 is even crazy. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's encouraging. He could. I mean, look, he could.
He could. He said it's the first time he's played without pain in months. Maybe he just feels fucking great. And he looked amazing. He was so good.
Maybe he's on a cycle. I mean, maybe he's just roiding a little cheeky roid for his farewell tour.
What are you going to do? Fucking ban me? I'm going to be in Saudi Arabia, motherfucker.
I'm going to be in Miami.
Suspend me, brother.
You're going to tariff me? Like, I'm leaving, baby.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm out of here.
But I mean, it just feels like he's good.
It's time. Yeah.
It's time.
Yeah, the questions we got from him, X50, I'm on free hit 33 is Kevin straight in. Donkey, Foden to Prince Kevin, and then Bonton. What are your thoughts on Mo to Kevin?
Hey, not before Leicester. Hold your horses.
I love Mo to
partner.
Kevin. Yeah.
Hold your horses, partner.
I mean, I guess people are free hitting this week, and if you're free hitting, I think Kevin's like almost for sure making that team. Right?
Yeah, it looks like your first 3 names in are Kevin, Marmouche. And Gavard.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I haven't like tinkered an actual team, but it's hard for me to imagine those three are not in it.
Yeah, and then I mean, it's premature to talk about Arsenal before midweek, and I'm sure we have questions about it. It's really
I pushed all the soccer ones to Thursday pod.
Yeah, it's just stupid. Like, we have to see what happens there and who comes out of that game and whatever. So, and similarly too with Palace, like, we have an metric fuck ton of games also, and we're not normally used to doing this many games. Like, we have Wednesday, Saturday, Wednesday, weekend again. Like, we just have so many games coming.
All four of the doubling teams have the FA Cup semifinal on the weekend, right?
Yeah.
So, God, it's hard to say. Like, I mean, Palace especially. Palace, among all four teams, Palace have the least to play for in the league, followed by Arsenal, and then like Villa and City. Yeah, okay, they're fighting for like Champions League or whatever, but Palace are away Arsenal, and Arsenal are home Palace, and that. I just mark that down for like a 0-0 or a 1-1 and bad quality and rotation right before the game that matters, the FA Cup semifinal, right? I mean, that one's a joke.
Yeah, that's possible. I mean, it could also just be fast and loose. It's, going, and I mean, Mateta certainly is a concern. Like, I mean, he's just clearly being managed beyond belief. So I don't know what.
Such a weird sub to me. Like, I know he said tactical, wasn't winning his duels, whatever. Like, me and everyone watching that game were like, oh yeah, they look good. At no point was I like, man, Mateta's fucking everything up and needs to be subbed. I just can't believe that was tactical. I don't know what that was.
I mean, it could have been a little bit of both, right? I mean, he needs to manage he needs to manage his minutes. He can't just play 80 minutes every game. He's not there. And it takes him a long time to get there. Like, we've seen this before when he has remember the beginning of the year. I mean, he wasn't fit for months. Like, he was just trying to play himself into fitness. And then he found it. And then his ear got dislocated from the.
He didn't really go on a run of 90s until Gameweek 9.
Yeah.
That's how long it took him to really get going full speed.
Yeah. And he was bad. He was bad all the way until then. So.
Yeah.
It's just, I think he's just managing his minutes. So
he's got to be in a void, I think.
Definitely.
Yeah. But
I think that's the thing is most people they either have him or they're maxed on Palace. So, going into 33, I haven't seen many teams that have two Palace players like, oh, should I get Mateta? It's like,
that's
no.
me. But I'm not going to get Mateta for sure. But that's a problem.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Yeah, are people free hitting? I guess so. Like, they're trying to. I don't really understand the free hit. Like, who? Like, doesn't everyone have 3 Palace and like 2-ish City? So you're free hitting to get what? Triple Villa, triple Arsenal? Is that the?
I've seen a lot of people that have very little or no City.
Oh, okay. They just have Marm or just have Guard or something.
I think your Vard is also not very highly owned. I think
I thought he was
inflating.
I thought once Gabriel got hurt, I thought like everyone just did Gab to Vard. I thought that was like.
I don't think so. I mean, he's not in no teams, but he's in some teams. But yeah, I mean, I've seen Marmouche in a lot of teams, but yeah, I think maybe that's it. But also maybe people just like want to use it because they still have. Maybe they still have wild card and they're going to wild card later instead of free hit. Like,
right.
They have chips and it's a whole thing,
Yeah, it's confusing for me.
Yeah.
Elron said, similar to Rico's scene of the crime, Lewis, could Bob the Monster be referred to as errors leading to a shot?
It's never going to be anyone but Bob Monster.
But I like that. It doesn't roll off the tongue. I'll never say Bob errors leading to a shot, the monster, but you're onto something there.
You're onto something.
Where's he playing next year? He's
Chelsea.
Very, very bad. Chelsea?
He will be at Chelsea. Yeah. They just spent $40 million on a keeper, the Jorgensens. They can't get out of their own way. He will definitely be their starting keeper next year.
Oh, man. With Enzo or without Enzo?
Without Enzo, there's no question. He's gone.
Enzo's fucking garbage.
Yeah.
Valverde said, maybe a question for the postmortem. Could you get away with having no keeper or defender over $4 or $5 million next season? So it is postmortem, but I also feel like fuck it.
Yeah.
It's postmortem starts now. I mean,
the season's stupid and over anyway. Yeah, I mean, you could have gotten away with it this year. I mean, look at all of the 4 or 5 defenders
that's why
that are.
He's bringing it up. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look at all the. I guess Munoz was 5, was he?
Yeah, he started at 5, right?
He started at 5, so that's a little bit. Yeah, I mean, all the NFO defenders are 4 or 5. Like Kirkez wasn't 5, right? Did he really go up 0.8? Yeah, he went up 0.8. That's insane.
He's been very good.
Yeah, I mean, 8 Nori's up there. Like the Palace defenders are 4 or 5. Hall was 4 or 5. Robinson was 4 or 5. I mean, we have 15 4 or 5 defenders that are all viable that you could have had any collection of 4 of them or 5 of them, and been very adequate, and
more
very
to the
decent.
point is the squashing of the top end with the change of the bonus and all that, and it's like
right.
Yeah, Van Dijk has more points than Murillo, but it's by he has 12 more points. It's like meaningless, and he costs 2 million more. It's fucking crazy.
It's almost like defense has become goalkeeper 2.0.
They kind of did. They kind of did make it like that with the bonus.
Yeah, I mean, look, you got the top 15 is between 100 and 120, 130.
Yeah.
Who cares? Like, we're talking about 15, 20 points, like at 10 points, 50, that's fucking doesn't matter. It's nothing. So, yeah, I mean, it looks like, even look at Nick Collins is up there, and they have 2 clean sheets this year. So
they just got their first home clean, right?
Yeah, like last week. So how many cleans? They have 6. No, that can't be right. Wow, they do have 6 cleans. That's more than I thought they would. But
Brentford have 6 cleans?
Yeah, that's what it says.
That's not possible.
It's a facto.
I'm disputing that.
Yeah, it's a facto. 6. I mean, it is like paying for defenders is kind of a nonsense, especially when we're looking at Trent leaving. Spending over like 5.5 on a defender just doesn't seem like it makes sense. Yeah. I guess you can kind of conversely say, there are no expensive attackers, so what are you doing with your money? But
yeah, but we expect there will be next year, right? Like Saka's not going to be dead. Holland's not going to be dead. Like,
well, he might be.
Well, yeah, he might be.
Yeah. Where are you at on the 4 or 5? Because we were dabbling with this on Gameweek 1 stuff. We were talking about this.
Totally.
We've been talking about this.
I mean, it makes sense. We've been talking about the 5 subs for years now and how that changes clean sheet odds. I mean, how many times are we holding on to our clean sheet with our whatever defender, and 5 subs later, the team scores a, meaningless, back-breaking clean wipe in the 88th minute.
Southampton are famous for this.
They changed half their fucking team. It got subbed on. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. I love the analogy you used the other week about climbing a mountain as a clean sheet. It's like, like I keep envisioning that. It's like an NES game or something, or like Super Nintendo, where it's like a 8-bit pixelated guy just like climbing, like
just didn't quite have enough to get there.
Yeah, he got to the halfway mark and then he fucking fell and dead. Yeah, he's like, halftime concession. It's like, he made it halfway through the mountain or whatever.
So brutal.
It's like the snowy cap at the top is like the stoppage time. Like, can he bear through the snowy cap to get to the top during stoppage?
One more. He just didn't have the muscle. Didn't have the upper body strength.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the defense thing, and I think
keeper forever has been this way, so we don't need to even address that part of the question, I think. But yeah, defender, it's just unless I think like the meta is so control and like just possession focused right now that there's no real team except for kind of like Anthony Robinson and Kirkez and Munoz, who just their fullback just bombs forward relentlessly. None of the top teams do that ever. And Trent gets forward sometimes. Robbo gets forward sometimes. Vard, when he was playing left back, got forward sometimes. Like Timber will occasionally overlap, but it's nothing like it was 5 years ago when it's like Cancelo and Trent and Marcus Alonso and Robbo, and just like that was the meta then, and it's just so not now. Like inverting is way more in vogue than bombing. And it's just until that changes, it just doesn't seem like anyone's going to be worth like 6+.
Yeah, and I mean, it's also interesting. I mean, Munoz is kind of a case study in this, where with the bonus point shift, I mean, he has 18 returns and he has 7 bonus points.
Yeah, he has 9 cleans, 4 goals, and 5 assists. And
7 bonus points. Like
7.
these. I mean, these players lose the ball, give the ball away, make fouls tracking back, get yellow cards, all the time. And, they don't, because they're on the bad team, right? They're not on the, the 90% pass completion team, like on the good top 4 stuff. So, with the bonus point change, and look, they could change half the rules. Like they change the rules all the time in this fucking stupid game. But the way that the direction of travel is going, it just feels like you just want to get steady, nailed 4 or 5 defenders. Like forget about attacking shit is just like fart in the wind. Like I don't even really care anymore about it.
Yeah.
Like I'm not spending 5-5 on Munoz next year. Are you kidding me? There's no chance I'm doing that.
I might.
I'm definitely.
But he'd be the only one. That's the difference between that and previous years. It's like, you'd still be considering, a City guy, Liverpool guy, an Arsenal guy, and Munoz now is way too expensive. Whereas, like, okay, 5-5 Munoz and the rest of my team is 4-5s. Like, sure.
But that's where it's like, look, give me like Gay, right? Give me a 4-5 Gay and 5-5. Like he's 20 points less. You know what I mean? And that you're going to have the 4 or 5 guys. That's nothing. So that's not a million. I'm not spending $1 million on a defender for 20 more points there. Right. So like that's where I feel like it's going to look like 8 Nori, right? Like he's going to be 5, or maybe they can't probably push him to 5-5. Who knows what team he's going to be on? But like he has 10 attacking returns. It's insane. Yeah. And they're going to have 4 or 5 defenders. Like, who knows who they're going to, the personnel, but just, I think in general, like, I think
you're probably right. Yeah. I also think this is another old school FPL thing. Maybe people who haven't been playing as long don't realize, but if you want to get all of Munoz's points, you have to start him in every single game. Whereas if you're getting a Gahey or, the center back, the cheapest, the 4-5 nailed guy on whatever team, you rotate. But so Munoz didn't keep a clean versus home Newcastle, a game where you'd ideally not play him, but he scored. He conceded 2 goals home City, a game where you wouldn't play the center back, but he scored. So if you're rotating your attacker, your bombing wing back that you're paying extra money for, you're also going to miss a bunch of these attacking returns. They're not predictable like clean. So, that's another reason to just steady Eddie, just give me fucking, I wonder what the NFO, is there going to be an NFO 4-5? No chance, right?
No shot.
Yeah. That's sad.
Yeah.
Who's going to be the cheap, good defense to ride?
I think Everton will be there.
Right. I'm curious what kind of manager they'll get. Yeah.
I think Western will be there. I think they'll probably keep like 9 or 10 next year. They should
that's a good one. Yep.
Should be 4-5. And I mean, top of the list, honestly, for me, is probably Man United. As insane as it is, as insane sounding as it is. I mean, I think that they're obviously going to recruit. They're going to get something. Dorgu looks like a really good 4 or 5 guy next year.
I like him a lot. Yep.
Yeah, he's just going to be doing the things and bedded in a little bit better. So, I mean, I think Man United are going to be there, and hopefully they're not in Europe. That would be really good.
Yeah,
we're there. I mean, Palace is going to be there. We're going to have 4 or 5 defenders, and we're still playing with 3
center backs. You'd think there'll always be a 4-5. Pretty much.
As long as we have Glasner, I mean, we're going to be a good defensive investment.
Yeah,
Bournemouth might have 4 or 5 guys.
Even Wolves, if they keep the manager, they're good.
Yeah,
they've just been playing well for a while.
Yeah. Definitely. That's absolutely. Wolves are in there. So I mean, there's going to be plenty.
There's teams.
Plenty.
All right.
And they're going to have 4 or 5 guys. Like who's starting is another question. But
Hurtzler, hopefully he's not there, and then we consider him. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's going to be a lot of guys.
Villa,
right?
Yeah, Villa. Yep. D123 is a Kev, Bowen, or Lucho. What a weird assortment of guys.
Who do Western play this week? They must be playing someone bad. Oh, Southampton.
They're home Southampton. Liverpool are away Leicester.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it's got to be Kev with the double. Like, even though you're probably not going to start both, but I would go Kev, Lucho, Bowen in that order for me.
Me too.
Well, do you think it's going to be same front 3 against Leicester?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Jota would be the only one with a shout of not starting, but Diaz will definitely start. And he's just been.
I think I'm going to bring Diaz in.
He's so good. He's so good.
Yeah, he's been looking good. I think Diaz and Kevin in for Palmer and Sav are probably going to be my moves.
It's kind of crazy how. And this is also postmortem chatter, and who knows next year who the starting front three will be for Liverpool. I certainly don't know, but if you just took like the minutes of guys at center forward, right? So that would be like most of Jota's minutes, most of Darwin's minutes, and like, I don't know, half of Diaz's minutes. Maybe that's too much. At Liverpool. Center forward at Liverpool. And they combined maybe have 10 goals. Like that's like 3,000 minutes.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's hard. I don't watch other comps as closely, but in the Premier League, it's not a lot of goals.
It's very few. I mean, the big Diaz drought was when he was playing center forward. Yeah. Jota has 6 goals. He has 1,000 minutes at center forward. Yeah. I mean, usually Jota, 1,000 minutes is, he has 14 goals or something.
At least 10.
And, and it's just the way the system is constructed right now is like the center forward does the work and the wingers crash and score. Yeah. And we'll see next year. That'll be something that we maybe have to like adjust on the fly. Like if something changes or it's a different forward or who's starting at winger or whatever. But it's kind of interesting. But yeah, Diaz at wing is fucking flying, and all of his blanks are at center forward.
Yeah.
Interesting. Donkey Monkey said, "Is Isak to Watkins worth it for a hit?"
I have no idea.
I wouldn't do it for free points.
What is happening with Watkins over there?
I mean, he subbed on. It was fucking great. I don't know but what's going on. He's not playing Champions League games.
What actual fuck is going on at Villa?
Very confused. Very confused. His goal was incredible. It's probably my favorite goal of the weekend. It was insane. But yeah, once again, didn't start. Is he going to start versus Paris? No idea. Is he going to start either game in the double? No fucking idea. So what are we doing?
Ebenings is just on one. He's micromanaging. He's 5-heading.
He's like me in FPL.
Yeah. He's like, I could play here Pep. He's like pulling a pace. Like I could do the obvious best thing, but instead I'm going to just bomb like my best attacker out.
Yeah.
But this time it's going to be fucking awesome. They'll all see.
To be fair to them, they were so close to having a very, very fine and respectable 2-1 loss in Paris and coming home. And then they fucking blew it with that late goal. Yeah. That late goal was the biggest fucking dagger for them.
Yeah. Well, their defense sucks. So, I mean, they were getting away with it. So,
and their keeper.
Yeah. So it was very reasonable on balance that they finish up that way, I think. So. Yeah.
Daddy.
They have no business being in this competition, so it's ridiculous.
Yeah, he's good in Europe. They deserve.
No, I know, but I'm just you look at the team and like who they're playing. It's like, what the fuck is going on here?
The talent gap is pretty staggering versus PSG.
Yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, I don't have too much sympathy for them, as they say on the Anfield rap.
I don't have sympathy, but I just am giving him a little more credit.
Yeah,
they were so
fair enough.
They could do this. Dadiana said, any thoughts? The questions we get this time of year are just hilarious. Any thoughts on Ryan Sessegnon, 4-1 playing actual winger?
I have a lot of thoughts on Ryan Sessegnon. I'm glad you asked. Great pick.
Great pick. Great player.
Yeah, it's just a great pick.
Is he finally hitting? He's another Milv dumpster dive. Milv is the dumpster diver.
You're diving. You're out there diving the dumpster. Yeah, I mean, he's just playing. Look, he subbed before 6, so you hate to see that, but he scored the other day. He's fit. He's 4-1.
Yep.
I mean, you need a cheap guy. They have Southampton coming up. They've got an Everton game coming up. Like Villa off the back of all their games. Like they're going to probably be resting players in that game. That's not a bad game to start him. Chelsea are one of the worst teams in the league.
Yep.
It's a good pick. I mean, I don't know. I don't understand or can't comprehend a team where you're actually like bringing him in
or making like really any defensive transfers. But like, is he better than Adama or Harry Wilson or like et cetera, et cetera? Yes, the answer is yes.
Yeah, it clearly is.
Yeah. So yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Boltaire's double City D mad.
Yeah, it's bad. You don't want that. You don't want to be there.
It sucks that it has to be Diash. I mean, I don't think their defense is as bad as you do, but like the left back is listed as a midfielder in the game. The right back is a never buy again Enrico Scene of the Crime Lewis. Gvard is obvious. I mean, maybe I don't know what the Ederson injury is, but maybe Ortega in a double, but like it's like Diash or Ortega, it just inspires nothing. It's like no bonus, no attacking potential for Diaz. He's just the most vanilla defender. I just don't know who you're getting. Kusanov is dropped. I'll never see him again. He's out. Simpson's pussy can't dethrone anyone. I don't know. There's no picks.
No picks.
Why don't they reclassify? Why don't they take a feather out of fantasy baseball? And it's like, oh, Riley played a few games at left back. He's classified as a defender now.
It's amazing how bad Rico Lewis is.
Unbelievable. But he's back.
It's great.
He started so many games this year.
It's great.
What
20 starts, 59 points.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's tough.
One bonus.
It's tough in these streets to do that.
Yeah. He has many games in the single digits in BPS.
He has
some negative games too.
He's not good. Yeah, no, so that's a non-starter there.
Mike is a second Liverpool mid versus Leicester, going to outscore all the popular double game weekers. So that would be Diaz, and yeah, he could. He probably will.
Yeah. Definitely. I mean,
a lot of rotation with all these teams. Yeah.
Look, Leicester, they should have probably shipped about 5 in this game against Brighton.
Yes.
Brighton were just doing all the historical Brighton things of, not finishing their dinner.
Hitting posts and whatever.
It's really hard to talk about, I guess, I get in England how they don't watch all the games because they get one game a week or whatever because they don't let them, they don't have it on TV. But if you watch, they're one of the worst teams I've ever seen in my life playing football.
Oh, yeah. They're I think if you don't watch the games and you're a little bit confused what we're talking about, they are considerably worse than Southampton.
It's not even close.
Not even in the same league.
Yeah, Southampton would thrash them if they played. When Leicester play, it surprises me when they don't concede 4 or 5. Yeah. When I watch, on balance, every game I've seen of them play, I feel like I watch them all the time because it's fun to watch teams get fucked.
They're
on. They're just whatever. It's like we were always captaining against them or something. But yeah, I mean, they look like they should be shipping 4 every game. So, I mean, the exploitable fixture is going to be Leicester for the rest of the season, and it could be something. Yeah, this weekend.
Yeah, Bradley too. I mean, we were saying
Soboslai, we were talking about.
Sobo, he got a rest. Yep. There's something.
Do you think that he's gonna Sobo come right back in?
I assume so. I mean, he loves him, but
he's been getting a little rested here and there. But he's been running like crazy all year. So I wonder if
that's all he does is run like. I wonder if he's
carrying something.
Yeah, it's possible. His minutes have gone down.
Yeah, picking him over Diaz seems like probably insane.
It is insane. Yeah.
It's gotta be
Diaz has scored his return in 5 straight. Also, even off the bench.
Yeah. Do we need to spend time on Palmer? It's kind of tired of being a dead horse.
I don't think it's me being a contrarian. I just am like, whatever. He's fine. Yeah, he's not fine. He's got a return. He's a couple worldy saves against him from getting 2 returns.
Yeah, you're forest treesing this one. I mean, he hasn't scored in fucking 2 months, 3 months.
I mean, neither has Mo, and he's fine too. These are guys who are just in my team
all the time. Mo braced a few games ago.
There's 2 pens.
Well, still happened.
I know, but if Chelsea got 2 pens, Palmer would score at least one of them.
Well, or he would.
I think he'd score at least one,
or he would not have done. No, but I mean, I think you're not. You're not taking it on merit based on what he's showing lately. I think historically, he's just getting by on his reputation more in that context because his shots are getting blocked. Teammates are not passing to him. He's just floating around and marking himself out of counterattacks. The team is not functioning.
The team is way worse than I think Palmer actually is. I think that like
they're all bad. Like he's bad and the team's bad.
But I don't think that he's just turned into an awful
he's not
player.
Son. No, yeah, but we have like 5 games left in the season. He looks like dog shit. They have tough fixtures. Why would he start hauling at tits again? Like there's no reason to expect that.
I mean, the fixtures, the next 2 aren't that bad. I mean, Fulham's okay and Everton are not okay. And he's taking tons of shots and needs one to go in, I mean, that's why.
I don't think they should be favored in any game they have the rest of the season.
Yeah, I mean, they suck. But I'm separating that out from Palmer getting returns. I still think he'll get returns.
How can you do that?
Well, because he has 2 He has 2 and 2. He didn't start the Brentford.
Well, he made the Ipswich game. He made a side pass. Like I mean, it happens because they have players on the team. But you're looking at 2 assists in the last 10 game weeks. It's like this is not good, and they're not representative of like he's getting a lot of like he's. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. We could talk about this for an hour. I just don't base nowhere.
Him and his potential for points off of like his FPL returns. I base it more on just he still shoots so much. He still creates all their shots. And if you do that enough and you're on pens, you'll just get returns.
But none of his shots are on target anymore. And
no, there was a fucking insane save on one of them. Palmer to Palmer.
Palmer to Palmer. I don't remember that one. I believe you that it happened though.
It was a great save. Yeah.
Okay. And like, I mean, in terms of creating chances, I mean, I just don't think he's really doing that much. Like he's the pass before the action. Like it's like, I feel like every time they have a shot creating action, it's like Neto. And that's why they're so bad is like the teams, instead of being played revolved around Palmer, it's revolved around Neto now. And they're abject and they can't do anything.
Well, it's also hard to, accurately remember everything because they had 34 fucking shots against Ipswich. So, Palmer created 5 of them, which doesn't feel like a lot in the game. But in a normal game, 5 is a fucking shitload.
But it's also like creating a shot is like misleading because the shot that like him getting an assist for the assist he got is a joke. Like, I mean, it's like you take a side pass.
How many years is Bruno going to get 180 points?
No, that's fair. I mean? But no, I understand that. But saying like he created 5, like how many of them were actually like a created chance and not just a side pass that the guy then took a few dribbles and then shot from fuckland. And then that's a shot creating action. It's like, I mean, from watching the game, I felt like he didn't do anything.
Yeah, it's not the greatest stat, like key passes or whatever, but I do like volume players in FPL in general. So if he's taking 6 shots and creating 5 more.
But this is the other aspect, though.
I'll take that.
But this is the other thing, though. Like, he looks like shit. The last few games he played, Ipswich, Brenham, Tottenham, those are volume games. Like, he's about to play Fulham away. They're not going to be favored. Everton at home, they've been playing well. Like, Liverpool, Newcastle, Man United. Like, I just feel like they look so bad and that the stats should not be volume in the fixtures to come.
I agree.
That he's in
once it's Liverpool in 35, unless the league is done, then it still probably is a good fixture. But for now, I'm just like, he's fine. I don't know.
Yeah.
I could do him to Kev or something like that. And
I think that's amazing. I just think he's not fine.
I just think that's a very classic. Oh, then he's got a pen and an assist, and I transferred out a 10-point fuck.
But he has been getting no points for literal months.
Well.
So how long is this
excluding the last 2 games? You mean?
No,
right?
But even then, he got 4 points. Like I fucking wipe my ass with 4 points. You get a clean. Assist. You get a fucking get subbed off on 70 minutes, up 2-0 on Liverpool. It's the same shit. He's not playing. He's injured. He has a fucking 0. He hasn't scored a goal since game week 20. It's like, well, what are we talking about here? Like he's obviously going to. I mean, I'm not going to say obviously, but he'll probably score a goal before the season ends.
Yeah.
More than a goal, though? It's like, I don't mean, but it's the hostage. This is hostage territory. This is
For
hostage
me, it's
territory.
Not hostage. It's just like patience. Like, I'm just like, he's getting returns.
What is He's not getting returns. What's patience? 4-1-6-0-1-3-2-2 6-2-2.
When you say he hasn't returned in months
terrible.
And he returned in his last two for his last 2, what are we talking about?
2 for his last 3.
Well, I'm counting the starts. Yeah, he didn't start the Brentford one.
Well, I'm counting the points I got.
Okay, 2 for his last 3. So he's returned.
But you're also rattling off. You're rattling off 5 blanks before that you're omitting.
I'm fully aware of the blanks; those happened. But now he's 2 in his last 3. So,
but that's what, like, the Ipswich return was a joke. He made a side pass. Like, the Spurs game was also kind of a joke. Like, they barely scored a goal.
Yeah, I mean,
they looked terrible.
Created a tap in for the match winner and got bones and got a 6-pointer, right? And a clean.
Yeah. They look terrible. He looks
they
terrible.
Are terrible. I totally agree.
Terrible.
They're terrible. They are.
I think
Enzo
he
is
looks
fucking
terrible.
in the fucking bin. He's a piece of shit. He should never have gotten the job. They're worse than Poch. They're worse than Poch, Chelsea.
So I'm because like I think he looks terrible.
I don't think
and you don't
terrible.
see so like his shots get blocked. I don't remember his shot. So you don't feel similarly, like, because I feel like I'm watching him play and his shots are either just sailing wide of the frame or just getting blocked.
No,
and I feel like that's been the case for months.
I don't feel the same. I watch him and he looks very similar to normal to me.
Because, like, to me, it looks like he's in the half spaces. He makes side passes. He's not incisive. He's not driving. He's not taking players on as much as he used to. He's just recycling the ball. Like, that's all I feel like I've seen him do for months.
Yeah.
And I mean, maybe I'm off on it, but it sounds like you feel like he's just been the same.
I feel like he's just normal and like a little cold. I mean, he was obviously got injured. I don't know why the fuck he didn't start Brentford, and then he played 45 minutes in fucking Warsaw. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on with the injury and whatnot. I just think he's a little cold stretch, missed the pen and whatnot, and
divisive.
That started, and but like I just still watch him, and I'm like, he's good.
We need Cutler's. Cutler will sway the public opinion on this.
Yeah. I am actually curious what Chelsea fans think. Are they like fucking mad at him? Like, come on, like, go win us the game, or are they? Because I don't think that's where the anger is focused. I think it's like, how is Cucurella getting beaten twice by Ben fucking Johnson? And why is Enzo such a piece of shit?
Well, because Cucurella is their striker. So how can he play defense when he's their striker?
That's where all the anger is focused, and Bob Sanchez and shit. And Palmer's just like, trying to keep them above water. Are they even in top 5 anymore?
I don't know.
They're not. They fell to 6th. Holy shit. They're tied with Villa. I feel like 4 weeks ago, they had 10 points on Villa.
They're terrible.
Yeah, they are a real fucking joke, and a catastrophe. But yeah, I'll probably just hold them. It's not fun. It's not interesting. But I don't know. Okay. What are you doing this week? Who's come? Is it Palmer to Kevin 100%? Palmer to Kev.
Palmer and Sav, I want to get rid of both of them because I can't handle it anymore.
Why?
So
why is he just bombed out?
Yeah, he's bombed out. He's not old enough. So, yeah, probably. I mean, this is probably. I'll get rid of Sav and put then Pep perversely is like, oh, these were the 2 games I played the geriatrics, 100%. And then I'm going to play the kids for the other games. So
Sav starts 7 straight, then 0 minutes, 8 minutes.
Yeah,
what the fuck?
It's perplexing, but yeah, those are the 2 spots I have my eye on, and I want to get a Liverpool mid in, and I want to get Kevin in. So
Diaz and Kevin. I mean, it's written, right?
That's probably what I'll do. Yeah, the rest of my team's in pretty good shape.
But I guess we wait for Champions League, although it won't affect any of those players. But
no, but it could affect other players on my team. I mean, I have 3 frees too, so I don't know. I'll see. I'm not decided yet.
The thing with, I mean, we'll address all the soccer questions on Thursday, but like, I don't know what I want to see in that game and what it means for the following games. You know what I mean? He's obviously going to start Madrid. That's not a fucking question. Right. But what do I want to see in that game to make him an FPL pick? Like, play 70 and look good and come off and not limp off? Like, yeah, I guess that would qualify. And maybe that means he'll start Ipswich. But if he plays like 90 hard minutes, which I think is more likely, and he could just not start Ipswich. I don't know if that'll like affect my thinking.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking at the rest of the season, I think with him more is like I don't love the fixtures for the run-in.
Yeah, it's just a double. That's the only reason.
Yeah, they have the double. And even if he starts, like I feel like he's similar to Kevin. Like I expect a start and a 20-minute sub appearance.
Yeah.
But the last 4 fixtures, they have Bournemouth, Liverpool, Newcastle, Southampton away, last game at 38. So that's obviously a good one, but
it's not great. There's no taking advantage of any of those exploitable fixtures or anything.
Yeah. I mean, and I would rather probably just I'll just bring him in for 38 for, that's, but otherwise, I think it's just not, he just doesn't make me want to get him in really. So,
yeah.
Because, looking at City is Wolves, Southampton, Bournemouth, Fulham. Like that's a lot different. The last 4 fixtures after the blank,
right?
Where we like those more. So
we want all those. Yeah.
Yeah.
Random question: where's Jacob Murphy going to be priced next year? Assuming he's just the starting right winger.
6'5".
6'5".
Yeah,
he's 7 and 10.
Yeah, I think 6'5" is fair.
7 and 10 and 24 starts.
Yeah,
Jesus
6'5".
He's good.
Easy 6'5".
He's good.
But we have to see what they're going to do this summer. Newcastle.
Big
they
summer.
Might do especially, they're going to be in Fuckle. It's going to be tough to imagine that we're looking at Gameweek 1 and Jacob Murphy's their starting right winger.
Yeah. Yeah. He might just be depth for both sides kind of guy or something.
That would be very
They might not even have Isak also though. Who knows?
Well, they'll call him instead.
Yeah. Call him. Semi-automated offside was good. Good job by them.
Yeah. There were a couple that were a little bit unusual, a little longer than expected, but
yeah, they didn't. I felt like it took longer to show the weird 3D rendered guy in a lot of them. It was just I guess it's off, and then 10 minutes of play would go by, and then they would show the thing that happened 10 minutes ago. It's that was weird.
Yeah. What else do you want to talk about? Any teams or games you want to talk about, or?
I mean, the Wolves Spurs game was all-time calamity. I mean, that was Ange Ball in a nutshell. That was Romero in a nutshell. That was Vicario in a nutshell. That was Wolves being pretty good in a nutshell. Fucking Strand Larsen. What do we make of Strand Larsen? We both had him for their insane run of fixtures. He got one or two returns in that whole stretch. And then everyone got rid of him, including us. Cunha gets fucking violent conduct suspended. He's been so good.
Yeah, I'm glad I have Beto instead. Thank God. Fucking stat monster Beto. It's really doing me proud.
You should have Broge. I mean, Beto's just a poor man's Broge. But yeah, Strand. I don't know what to make of him. I mean, he's really good. He's kind of like post type in the sense that in the middle of the season, we were both I like the way he looks a lot. He's good. He's scoring the occasional goal. They finally have a good run, blah, blah, blah. But it took the Cunha injury to bring out the best in him.
The broader thing with Wolves is I've just had such a difficult time, putting my finger on them because I'm generally very uninterested in watching them because of years of watching them.
Yeah.
And the manager, I mean, we say new manager. I mean, he's been there for a while now, Pereira. But
yeah, when did he come in? I'll look that up while you're talking.
It was fucking the beginning of the winter. He's been there for a long time.
December 19th.
Yeah, so he's been there for 4 months, basically.
Long time ago.
Yeah, and they have these just Portuguese NPCs that just replace one another.
Yeah, they do.
And also very weird ass African names like Agbadu, Mascara. These Munetsi players I don't even know where they came from. They came from these Munetsi, random ass.
Yeah, there's Munetsi is a good
random
example
ass players from Africa.
Yeah, I remember when they bought Mascara. I remember he was supposed to be good South American. I remember when they bought Agbadu. Obviously, I've had him in my team and whatever. And then Munetsi, maybe he was a youth player or something. He just all of a sudden started starting game at striker. And I remember we were getting questions on the pod. I was Munetsi? And I was just no, what? Yeah. Why are we getting Marshall Munetsi? Doesn't have a photo. What are you talking about? Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, look, I raised my hand in the air. Maybe none of these players are from Africa, but it just,
I don't think they are.
They're from faraway lands that I know nothing about.
They're from
and
leagues that we don't follow.
Players I've never heard of, and they just show up out of nowhere. And they all seem to just be like athletic, physical units that don't know what they're doing. Like when I watch them play, it's like they just run into players and like just, I don't know what technically, like I don't see a lot there, and they just are kind of a disaster. And I don't know what they're doing. Like, I don't know what their model is. I don't know what their plan is. I don't know what formation they play in. The subs make no sense. I don't know what they're doing at any moment of time. Like that's my big Wolves thing. So I just kind of avoid them. But Strand is a poaching, enormous human. And as long as they have athletic units running around behind him, they're going to create some chances. I mean, his stats have been really good all year. That's why we were really keen on him earlier. And, you know, he's obviously he misses a couple sitters here and there. Who doesn't?
He misses one when he's sitting on the ground and Vigario's like basically out of his net. He still misses. Yeah,
but, you know, I mean, he's, you know, Cunha's maybe playing again. I don't know if they're happy with him or unhappy with him, but they're just good.
This shows how fucking off the mark I am also. So Munetsi is from Zimbabwe, so you got that. I was like, oh, maybe he's from his youth team or something. They bought him from Reims for 18 million and he's 28 years old.
Boom. That's the Wolves model.
That is
buy
Wolves,
farmers
baby.
for 20 mil after their peak.
Yeah, both post
from Zimbabwe.
Randos who just like play top level football.
We're fucking flying. All they do is diddle agent money. It's all I'm convinced.
They've been doing that for
it's
a
a money
long time.
laundering scheme.
They've always been a money laundering scheme. Yeah, since they came up, they were money laundering.
Yeah,
and they will continue to do so. I don't know. As long as they're buying 28-year-olds. But I had to bring up that game though. I mean, it was just. I'm not one that says so Spursy whenever a team like fucks up. When I say it, I mean like so specifically this team and this manager that game was so Spursy. It was like fight their way back into it after all these mistakes and then instantly concede a goal to make it 3-1 or 3-2 rather. And then instantly more mistakes to make it 4-2 and it's game over. And it's just like, what the fuck are they doing?
I'm very tired of Spurs.
I mean, I just enjoyed watching the highlights. I mean, it was like Romero letting the ball just roll and just, I don't know. Is Ange back next year or do you think he's gone too?
He's gone. He's got to be gone. But that's the other thing too, is like FPL, like when Spurs don't, I mean, they don't have a pick. They haven't had a pick on their team for 5 months. Like FPL's worse.
They had Porro in Gameweek 1. Some people had a little runs with Brennan Johnson. That's it.
FPL's worse.
Solanke. Yeah, it feels worse when Spurs and Man United are two of the worst 5 teams in the league.
And Chelsea.
There's just so few picks. And Chelsea devolve into that too. Yeah. Chelsea, who were like title contenders in December and are now maybe going to finish 7th. I don't know.
They were never title contenders.
Never actually, but like their placement in the table.
Yeah.
But there's not a lot of good teams around. A lot of bad managers, a lot of bad teams doing a lot of bad business.
Yeah.
I really hope we get a good Flamp team promoted.
Yeah, Leeds.
Because that's the other thing that's changed in FPL. Yeah, Leeds seems like the only team that might actually be able to be good. Yeah. But the other thing that's happened in the last 2 seasons with FPL is there's also 3 teams in the bottom who are down from basically like day 1 and you never have any of their picks.
Unless if you're Leif Davis.
Unless you're Leif Davis. And I had him for a little bit and I got rid and I don't miss him. I forgot I even owned him.
He was great.
He actually got me some points. He is good.
Just like Dowdy. There's always someone.
But it's like Vardy has 100 points. I mean, some people got Vardy points.
He has more points than Solanke.
I'm sure he does.
I'm telling you he does.
Delap has 126 points.
Delapiding.
Yeah, Leif Davis on 54. Holy shit.
What else do we got here tonight?
I think that's basically it. I pushed some questions about captain and about Saka for next week and all that shit. I mean, you're capping Kev. That's already done. I don't know who I'll cap. I haven't even really looked at cap. I just don't trust any of the doubling teams to like start all the guys I want them to start.
You shouldn't, because it won't happen.
Yeah, I might just start. I might just cap Mo. I don't know.
Yeah, could do.
We'll see.
Could do.
We'll see. That's it. I don't have anything else. Were there any other games you wanted to talk about?
No, we're good. We'll
your
back
game
for
conceding 5.
We don't need to talk about that.
I mean, going up 2-0, all the fucking ass men were probably
there was also
out.
I mean, I missed I was sleeping, so I missed the beginning. But there was also the Munoz to Eze offsides tilter.
That was fucking infuriating.
Did we like animated offsides for that one?
Hated everything about that goal. That was so on Eze.
Yeah.
What are you doing offside there? Completely ridiculous to be off
he's
there.
Darloosing himself.
Yeah, that was just so frustrating because it was such a pretty goal too. And Palace was so on. I wonder Kamada.
Well,
fucking Kamada.
What do you
he has to slide tackle Nico Gonzalez when he's dribbling sideways, and that's where the Kev goal came from.
He's terrible.
He belongs on Chelsea.
He's terrible.
Let me slap asses. We actually got 2 signups. I don't know what these guys are up to signing up this late in the season, but good job by you. James DeGraff, James Davis, double James. Yeah, let's maybe get in there. And that's it, dude. I'll see you on Thursday. Right. What's the Fuckle team looking like?
I don't know. I haven't checked.
Captain Elise? Do
they play first?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Fucking fuckling.
Yeah.
I might unlock a new quest.
They play first, yeah. What's the quest?
Okay. I might not use my wild card.
Never used.
Didn't need it. Just haven't needed it.
Should be
they give you so many transfers. You should be able to cash it in for like 20 points.
That's what I was about to say. In FPL, you should be able to cash it in for 10 points. Cash in any chip. Cash in bench boost 10 points.
It should escalate as you get to 38.
Right, because it's just in like ETFs or something. Yeah. It just goes up some percentage every week. You just long-term savings account, and then you cash. I mean, shout out to Shiv, who got 6 bench boost points this week, joining you in the single digits club.
6? Well, it's not 4, but he probably also has doublers, so that's disingenuous to even make a remark on that. But Elise plays on the 16th, so.
Oh, okay. So he's second. Okay.
Yeah, I have it on Carrot Man right now.
Okay. Yeah, Kvara. Love it.
But this is the thing, is like all my players are fit. I have no need to make any transfers, and I have like fucking 3 transfers.
We've talked about it stupid. Nonstop forever. Tournament fantasy, such a joke. Once it gets down to like quarterfinal and you know who the good teams are, semifinals, what's the point? Everyone has all the same players.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, obviously no Arsenal players. Can't do that.
Yeah, that's the rule, but not for most people.
Yeah, I'm doing good.
All right, brother. Let's get out of here. Any last words?
I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Check us out at fmlfl.com. Follow us on Twitter at fmlfl sports page.com/. Cheers.